What's going on, everyone? TYL12D2. Well, today in this video, you guys saw in my, it was like 2 videos ago, I did a review on my Honda Rancher 350. In this video, I'm going to show you the ideal accessories you need for any four-wheeler, whether it's full-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, all-time full-wheel drive, doesn't matter. In my opinion, the best accessories to always put on it, and I mean, there's a load of accessories, anywhere from cup holders to a cabin, to anything, but these are the ones that you should get for every four-wheeler. Alright, so here's my four-wheeler. We'll start with the most important. Well, the tires, we'll do the tires first. Everyone knows Itp Tires. Now, I have the Itp mud lights on the front and the back. And now my four-wheeler is not full-wheel drive, it's two-wheel, but I still get them on the front too. I like to have them all matching, and it helps steer too with the big knobs. Now, these are the original rims and everything, which are 10-inch rims. They do not sell ITPs in a 10-inch rim, other than the mud lights. The XL and the double XL and the XTR do not come in a 10-inch rim. So what you would need to do is, if you want XLs on, you would have to buy a 12-inch rim, which I am doing for this winter. I am going to get a set of XLs and new rims for the back. Now, ITPs are 6-ply, so they're also nice for not a harder penetration for like a, like a stick or a thorn, stuff like that. So they're pretty thick tires, and they're heavy duty. Now, I do a lot of road riding, and so mine are wore down. I mean, these were brand new, but they're still, they do the job. They're one of the best tires on the market, better than Swampers, everything, ITPs. Now, another really important accessory you need is a winch. Now, on my review, I showed you guys I had a Cabela's 2,500-pound winch. Well, it was garbage. It had, up here, it had a big switch at the bottom. What I like about the Warn winches are the nice switch that it comes with on the top. Now, my older one didn't have this. This one has a thing right here where you can put a switch in, which I do not have yet. I'm going to buy. It gives you wire, so you can control the winch. Instead of having it on the handlebars, you can control it from a farther distance away. So that's what I like about the Warn. Also, now I got the Pro Advantage. They make Vantage in 2000, 3000, 4000, and then they make the Pro Advantage in 2500, 3500, and 4500. I'll tell you guys a difference in a minute. Now, they also come with this synthetic. I like the aircraft wire a lot better than the rope. Now, the rope, they say, is stronger, and now you don't have to worry about it fraying or anything like that, but I like the aircraft wire. You figure if you're going over rocks and you have rope, what's it going to do? It's going to break or get ripped or stuff like that. So I got the aircraft wire. Also, up here that's how you can free spool it. You turn that knob right there, and then you can pull it out. Also, the Pro Advantage, I don't know if the new regular Vantages have this. I do not think so. It has a better roller flare. It has a bigger one on the bottom and stuff like that. And then I did buy, which I'd suggest getting this too, the rubber piece that it mounts on. It has the winch. You can see that my older one is a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger. You can tell that it's, a lot more heavy duty. And also, it doesn't wire directly to the battery. It comes with its own solenoid, which I have mounted in the box behind the four-wheeler. Like my dad's, his is mounted underneath the seat. But it has its own solenoid and mounted on the box. Keep it out of the weather and stuff like that. Now, one of the main things for the Pro Advantage that I read was the regular Vantage comes with composite gears, which composite is plastic. The Pro Advantage, on the other hand, comes with metal gears. That was the big reason, because I was going to get a 3,000 pound Vantage, which is the same price as a 2,500 pound Pro Vantage. But then once I read that the regular Vantage had composite gears, the Pro Vantage has metal gears, I wanted the metal. And, you know, you figure plastic can break easy. Metal, it's a little bit harder. If you're only going to use the winch for, you know, a little time, you don't go really riding a lot, just for a couple things you need to do around the house, then I'd say get the Vantage. But if you use it a lot and you go muddy and you get stuck a lot, you're always using it, I definitely get the Pro Vantage with the composite gears. With the metal gears, not composite. And then it does also come with a sticker, which I mounted on the top. All right, another must-have accessory is the gun racks. Even if you don't hunt and you don't use guns that you're going to be carrying on your four-wheeler or a bow, it's still good for like shovels, rakes, stuff like that. And it's good for anything that can fit in here. Now, the first gun racks I got, which I cannot remember if they were in the review or not, were, it starts with a K, I forget, I think they were in the review. And they were, you can see these are new ones. These are ATV. You can see the name. They're a lot more, they're wider, so it lets you fit bigger things. And the other ones would always move, like down at the base where it mounts, they'd always move. And you could barely, like you could fit a barrel of a gun, but I couldn't fit my crossbow. I couldn't fit the stock of the gun hardly. So these are a lot better. Another nice thing is on all four of the gun racks. Now I have the duals, they do sell singles. You can do it down here to where you can make these turn, instead of going this way, you can make it turn this way. So you can have guns mounted like going this way on both sides. And it does here to where I have them all the way back. You can move them all the way forward to, excuse me, I have mine all the way forward. You can twist this and move them back so they're farther apart. And that does it on both, obviously. And as a rock solid mount to where it is not going to move a bit. Now, obviously, this is this moving, but it is not going to turn on you and all that. It's rock solid. It's sturdy. It's very nice to have. All right, for another one is going to be a box on the back. Now, like my dad's has a seat. Mine came with the four-wheeler when I bought it. It's a regular box. I added a Honda sticker and a reflector up there, but I mean, it fits a good amount. You are able to lock it, which I do got one lock. You can lock both sides. But no matter what kind of box you have, a couple things I'd recommend to carry with you. Now the thing on the bottom is just so they don't keep hitting the plastic when you run over bumps, so I'd suggest putting something soft on the bottom to keep your stuff in. A portable air compressor. Mine's a little older one. It's big. My grandpa gave it to me because most four-wheelers do have the cigarette lighter. So it is nice to have an air compressor. A lot of people carry plugs with them. But yeah, you can plug your tire, but then how are you going to pump it back up? So an air compressor is good. Even though the winch does have 50 foot of the aircraft wire, I suggest always carrying an extra rope or chain. Now this is a 3,000 pound synthetic rope, tow rope, but it's I'd always suggest, it's nice, and I haven't had to use it thus far, but I've had to use it in the past. So it's always nice to have extra rope with you. And then a saw, which this is a cheap saw I just got at Walmart. Eventually I'm going to buy, which is a little bit more expensive, a parang, which is like a machete. The Bear Grylls one, Gerber makes, they make a miniature one. I'm going to carry with this because it's extremely nice, keeps a sharp edge, and it doesn't bend like a machete or like the saw. Some sort of cutting device I'd keep with you for, briars if you need to clear them out, or if there's a tree going over the trail, just a little one, and you need to do it, and then pull it out with the winch or drag it out with the rope, doesn't matter. And then I always carry one bungee cord, one ratchet strap, and then I have the pin for the trailer hitch, and I have a regular hitch that with just a hole in it, and then I got this one's for my trailer. the ball hitch. So some sort of trailer hitch I'd suggest putting in here. That way if you need pulled out, you don't got to hook from the behind of it. You can put this in and have it pulled out here. And that goes with my next one. Accessory you should always get is a receiver. Now some new four-wheelers do come with a receiver. Most of the older four-wheelers don't. They just come with a regular something like this, which I have the old one right here, come with like this, just a regular hole. Where yes, you can put a ball in it and you can use it, but I mean, you can see how small this thing is. And it's not really ideal to where a receiver, you can use it for a lot of different things, like the racks up there that we put deer on, those can just slide right in there, or anything else. Receivers are nice. Now this new one Honda just came out with, which I went over this in my review, I like because it has the spots for the chains, to where if I use my dad's trailer, I can put the chains on there, or my old trailer, which I redid, I put chains on it. And it's very heavy duty compared to the last one I had on my old foiler, which it's made by, I forget the name, starts with a K, to where it U-bolted across here, but it was very cheaply made. This is solid. So that's another one of my must-have accessories. Also, another thing I forgot to add to always have with you for the box is a phone charger that can plug in to the cigarette lighter. Always have a phone charger on you. That way if your phone dies and you're in an emergency, you have the phone charger right there you can plug in and go for it. And also, I have the box closed now. You can see how you can lock it as well. And then last is for your case. Every four-wheeler normally has a storage place. So to have in the back of here, this is what I carry. Now obviously all the four-wheelers come with their own tools. So I got my original tools. Then a tire repair kit. What I have in here, I have it sealed to keep water out of it, but I have plugs in here. I have the two tools. I have a tire pressure gauge that is broken, but it comes with it. I'll show you the other one I have next. And rubber cement. Some of these, like, they come with the kits, they come with the tools and the plugs, and I do have some patches in here too. But they don't come with this rubber cement. That just makes it even, nicer to have, because it makes it to where a lot less air will leak out if you use the cement with the plug. Mine are not plugged, but over here, my dad has quite a bit of plugs in his, and like he plugged, I think it was this one, and it still leaked. I replugged it with rubber cement, and this has been on here for, I think, maybe 4 years now, and it hasn't leaked a bit. So always have a tire repair kit, and then as you saw in there, I got the air compressor, and then in here, I got a couple things too. What I got in this bag, I have a couple different things. I have the laws, I'm from Ohio, the laws for four-wheeler riding, like on roads, stuff like that. And I have one of these in my room too, but I always carry one with me in case you need it for something. I know a situation happened with my uncle where a cop pulled him over on the road saying you can't, be on the road, blah, blah, blah. And then he pulled out the, now this was years ago, pulled out the, what you're allowed to do in Ohio, and the cop, basically misunderstood and was like, okay, apologize, all that. So it saved him. Another thing is my registration, which I have a license plate. Depending on your state, you could have a sticker or a license plate. I keep my registration. And then I keep a couple zip ties. I have a couple of the extra the clips for like the Hondas have. Now, not all, if you have a Polaris, Kawasaki, Yamaha, you may not have the clips, but maybe if you got a couple extra bolts that you need, something to carry in there. I can tell you how many times I've had to use these already riding, where I run into something, one breaks, I can hurry up and replace it. So the, like say if I lost this one here, so this ain't hanging down. And then I got a tire pressure gauge, which the one that came with my four-wheeler doesn't go, it only goes up to 5. I need one that goes up to 7. So I got one here that goes up to 7. And then I also have the worn thing that I don't like to keep on the hook to where it, it's easier to pull, just to have in there to use it if I need to. All right, and for the last one, which I almost forgot, Throttle Buddy. It's made by Coleman, which I'm sure you guys know, very famous camping things that make camping accessories and stuff like that. It's the Throttle Buddy. It goes right over your throttle, and it bolts. It has 3 screws. You screw it in, and then it has rubber casings that go over the back of it. Right there, if I can get the camera to focus. And all it does is extend out the throttle. And you hear other than all the way back here. Now, it does take a while to get used to. At first, I was going to take it off because I didn't like the way, I didn't like the way that it was like weird. It was hard to drive. But once you get used to it, it is very nice. If you ride for a while, and everyone that rides for a long period of time know what I'm talking about, when your your thumb cramp up, especially mine, since I broke mine twice, it gets to be a pain, and you got to like try to use another finger or something like that just to give your thumb a break. This eliminates that. And I found it hard to believe, but it wasn't that expensive. And so I got it on Amazon, which actually every accessory I showed you, just about the winch, the gun racks, the trailer hitch, all of them I've got on Amazon. So, Amazon carries everything. So yeah, this is another accessory that makes life easy, and it's not that expensive, and it's yeah, it's really nice. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. I have some more videos coming up soon. I got a couple things in mind, and if you guys can think of anything, just let me know in the description below, and I can do that too. I was thinking about making a video of all my tools I got, and my toolbox, and my new workbench I made, but I don't know. If you guys want to see it, like the video, and let me know in the description, and I can do that. Or not the description, the comments. So yeah, that's it for this video, and until next time, please subscribe to Untitled Chapter.